Hello, it's very, very early and I'm off to the Isle of Mull and it's going to be huge. Hello, welcome to the Isle of Mull. I'm finally here. It was a long journey yesterday, achievable but long, so I'm really glad to be here. I've got big plans for the week. I want to capture a lot of good photographs and hopefully film a couple of vlogs for you as well. I'm here with a good friend of mine named Lyle McCalmont. He is a top-notch wildlife photographer and landscape photographer. So the plan for today, the weather at the moment is not that great. It could be a lot worse in January this far north, but it's cloudy, so I'm feeling like it will probably be a day for some moody black and white landscapes. Already this morning, as soon as I woke up, I wasn't presentable, so I didn't film it. I went out the back and was rewarded with a nice scene just behind the house. So I shot that with a long lens because there was a big cliff in the distance, and I shot that and added lots of nice contrast to it to bring a nice black and white photo right at the start of the day. I also captured this image yesterday traveling up here, so it's been a good start already, and I've got two images that I just wasn't expecting to ever get. So a good solid start. One of the main reasons we have come here is to capture an otter, not capture it physically, but photograph it, because there's lots of wild otters here and it's a good place to see that. So we're going to track one down, try and capture that, and then hopefully we've got a little spot scouted out already via Google Maps for the end of the day where I'm hoping the weather will come good and we'll be able to get a bit of a sunset shot. So I don't want to waste any more time because there's loads to see and I want to get out straight away. So let's go. Right, we're just driving past and we saw this lone tree here. It's a beautiful tree in this location with the water here. We've got mountains behind us, so I'm going to find a composition with this tree here. I've been here for a few minutes already and it actually isn't the easiest place or isn't the easiest composition to gain, because what I want to achieve is to get the tree above the horizon line, so it means getting down low. And if you look, there's rocks all around on the floor here, these ones here, but there isn't any around the tree, which would have provided some nice foreground interest. So I'm going to have a little play around, try a few different compositions out and try and get a shot. Right, we've stopped again and we are tracking otters at the moment. And as you can see, it's just over my shoulder here. The otter is currently swimming in. So what we're going to do is work as a bit of a team to capture this otter. I'm going for the video footage because I'm not that bothered about the still, but Lyle is he's crawling through along the beach at the moment to try and get into position to get that killer shot. We've been tracking it all day. I've been looking along the shoreline as we've been driving, so I really want to get it now. It's quite exciting. It's quite tense. Wildlife photography is not my forte. It is Lyle's, however, so I'm following his lead at the moment. Right, I need to go back and get the tripod to get set up with this 400mm lens so I can get that footage. The trick with wildlife photography is that you just have to be patient. So it takes a bit of waiting. As you can see, he's a really cute little guy. It's been worth the wait, definitely. Look at him there. He's a magical little creature. That's a big fish that he's captured as well. So hopefully from the position Lyle is in, he's getting some really good shots there. I'll put them up now. Right, I've come off on my own for a bit. Lyle's gone for a little trek down the coast a little way. I'm capturing another time lapse down there at the moment, but after that I am going to capture the scene behind me. And it got me thinking that is why this is a day of capturing black and white landscapes, because if you can see behind me, it is actually quite hazy. So if you're shooting a colour image, to cut through that haze you need to add a lot of contrast, maybe dehaze, some clarity. They're all the things that adjust the contrast. And if you stick with a colour image, that contrast just becomes a bit too much by the time you cut through the haze. So if you shoot in black and white, you can ramp the contrast up much more. And it nearly fell off a stone there. You can ramp that contrast up much more and the image will still look really good. And that's the beauty of a black and white landscape like that. So I'm going to get back in the car and try and find that big sunset shot of the day. Right, we're into the location where I'm going to get the final shot of the day, and it is going to be these two mountains behind me with some of that water in the foreground. I'm going to have to explore a little bit around these rocks to find a nice composition. The coastline doesn't really make getting foreground interest that easy, so I'm going to have a little scout around and try and find it. I'm hoping as well that that hill fog will lift. The weather's kind of been improving as the day's gone on, and it really could turn into a beautiful shot. I'd like to be able to see the top of those mountains in the shot though as well, because I think it just really, it'll show you the true drama of this place in that shot. So fingers crossed a little bit, because the weather hasn't been perfect today and I would like to end the day with a nice colour image. Right, I've found a nice little composition. I've got the camera set up and I'm going to be using the rocks behind my head as a bit of lead-in. I've had to step over some pretty slippery rocks to get where I am at the moment. A little bit of risk, but not too bad. And I'm happy with what I've got now. The camera is exposing at the moment a 4-minute and 16-second exposure, and you can see how the evening's brightening up into a very pleasant evening. The wind's died down a little bit as well, and the light is becoming better and better all the time, so I hope that will continue. You can see some of the colour reflected in the water there. I'm hoping to pick that up in my image as well, so it should turn into a pretty good one. It's all dependent on the weather though. We'll have to see what happens as that hill fog is clearing and then coming back and clearing and coming back. It's been a great day today. It's been hard because there's so much to shoot. It's hard to really focus down onto one image. It was fun capturing those otters, and I'm looking forward to a lot more tomorrow. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. There's videos going up every Sunday and every Wednesday, and what are we on now? Day 3, which is tomorrow, of the Mull trip will be out or follow this video. So make sure you check that out. I'll see you on another one very soon. I'm Adam. This is First Man Photography at the Isle of Mull, looking at, what's it called? I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, see you soon. Out. What's that called? The rain is lashing through now. So I'm gonna have to show a little bit of dedication today.